G'day guys, welcome back to Drone Therapy. Today is a really exciting day for two reasons. One, my FPV goggles just came in the mail. They're not here yet, they're at the PO box thing, but that's really exciting. Another thing is we have this tiny little micro FPV camera. It's an all-in-one which enables you to have the camera and also also has the VTX on the back with a little whip antenna. So that is really good for things like tiny whoops and all that. Even better, I have this EACHINE H8 MINI, which I'm sure if you follow me on any of my other channels, I love flying this around. It's pretty fast and they're only $15. So this is a little guide for pretty much a $35 FPV little drone. A few notes, this little camera is supported from 2.9 to 5 volts, I believe, which means you can connect the positive and negative to any 2.9 up to 5 volts. Anything that has an output of that current. So, got one sitting here. This is one of the EACHINE batteries, and this is a 3.7 volt battery. And I could just pretty much plug it into this camera and you have a camera up and running, which is really cool, I think. It is also good because you can put it almost on anything that has a battery that has an output current from 2.9 to 5 volts. So without any further ado, this little tutorial thing is really easy, pretty easy. I've seen it on many other channels. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so first of all, what you'll need is some little wire snippers. EACHINE H8 MINI. Well, you need this little tiny FPV camera. I'll link it in the description of where to buy it. You need a tiny Phillips head screwdriver. They should come with the EACHINE. You need a knife, cutting knife. You need some solder, you need your soldering iron. Alright, so you want to heat your soldering iron up to about 240. You don't want too much power going through it because you're using small wires here, so you don't want too much power going through it. So 240 should be good. Let that warm up. And start to unscrew your there's little screws here. Start to unscrew all them. Right, so as you can see, I'm going to make a few modifications here. Except, you've got this here, that's the antenna. Those are the positive and negative parts for. Those are the positive and negatives from the battery, and that is running off 3.7 volts. So that is where we'll be soldering in our positive and negative on the camera. But first of all, we want to cut about here across there so we can fit the camera on a flat surface. So we'll cut off at about that arm where you can see that little indentation part. And this is the part where you just want to line this up. Right, there's that extra little bit. We don't need that. So this is how it's going to sit. We've got, it's a bit rough, except it's going to work. So we've got this here, and then our two arms are going to be on either side. So we've got our ourselves a lengthy bit of solder, and we want to solder onto these, and we're going to just tin those a bit. I'll try and zoom in as much as I can. those two little parts here and here. That's good. We added a bit of solder, not much, except that'll do it. Now you want to get your FPV camera and tin the ends of the positive and negative. That should be pretty good. Now you need to get your battery and just check. So that plugs in, the battery plugs in that direction, so the left is the positive and the right is the negative. So get your camera. The positive. And there we go. That's all you have to do. And now all you have to put back is the cover and everything else that goes on top. Alright, the last thing, I've just put together the frame and all. The last thing we got to do is mount the camera. So I'm going to get a bit of hot glue, and I'm going to put a bit of glue on the board. So we're going to get the hot glue gun. Right, so a bit later in the day, and this is still the same. I did have one problem though, and it's still occurring. If anyone is watching this and can help me out, please help. The camera, every time I plug the battery in, it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter, and I'm not sure what the problem is. So I don't know. It was working though. I had evidence. The goggles, yeah, I've got my goggles. They're working. They're pretty cool. You'll see an unboxing thing tomorrow or the day after. Yeah, got the goggles working, and it looked pretty cool through here, I must admit. Anyway, thank you for watching.